Can you show and can you throw some light on the nitty-gritties of third eye, the BhruMadhya, the vision, the color, the visualization, divinity speaking to me, I myself hearing to the divinity, all these things, can you clear the myth? If I am able to get some quality answer from you, that itself is a blessing for me from the divinity. Before I start, what is BhruMadhya? What is third eye? What is Ida Pingala? What are nadis? How do we get connected? Where the nadis get connected? Where the nadis get disconnected? Where they again join? When they join, what happens to us? How do we recognize them? How do we bring awareness? There are so many ifs and buts we need to get answered. Namaste. Today we will take up some important subject for discussion. Some members have sent me WhatsApp messages. The saramsha, the essence of the message goes like this. For the past 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, I have been very regular in meditation, dhyana. Has been described by many members in the WhatsApp group as well as in the YouTube groups. I am not able to see any visualization. I am not able to see any divinity. I am not able to focus. I am not able to see any colors. I am not able to experience any kind of trance. I am not able to find any images. I am not able to concentrate on Om. I am not able to concentrate either on BhruMadhya. I don't even understand what is BhruMadhya, although everybody says it is in between the eyebrows. The third eye is located. What is third eye? In my case, nothing is coming to reality. Hours of sitting using several techniques has not produced any result in my case. Either I am totally wrong or I am following wrong methods. I do not know how to explain. We do not know how to express our inability in getting in connectivity with the divinity. Members who have joined recently also are sharing some vibrant messages, but I feel ashamed to bring this to the group, so I am writing to you personally. Can you guide us? Am I on the right path? Or I have not been chosen by the Lord, Mahavatar Babaji, or the divinity to be on the spiritual path, or I have been ignored in this universe. What is my status? Where do I stand? Where will I be in the future days to come? Can you show and can you throw some light on the nitty-gritties of third eye, the BhruMadhya, the vision, the color, the visualization, divinity speaking to me, I myself hearing to the divinity, all these things, can you clear the myth? If I am able to get some quality answer from you, that itself is a blessing for me from the divinity, because almost I am on the verge of collapsing myself, coming out of spiritual life. This is a painful affair. Not only painful affair, somewhere we are taking a journey without knowing to which route we are going. On a physical plane, if we do not know the true address and take up the journey, it makes no difference which direction we go. Take a boat or a ship and go to the center of the ocean without a direction, without a compass. You take up a journey, it makes no difference where you are, because you do not know where you want to go. Your condition is that only. Before I start, what is BhruMadhya? What is third eye? What is Ida Pingala? What are nadis? How do we get connected? Where the nadis get connected? Where the nadis get disconnected? Where they again join? When they join, what happens to us? How do we recognize them? How do we bring awareness? There are so many ifs and buts we need to get answered. Only an experience can give us all these things. A book cannot give the knowledge. A speech cannot open up something. If you are able to listen to this video attentively, without casually looking at and viewing it, on the first view or on the second view, coming to a conclusion, immediately after which, if you sit for a dhyana, on the first session itself, you will get connectivity with the divinity. This much I can assure you. Because somewhere we are making mistake. We are having a vessel, no doubt. We wanted to bring milk from the dairy. When we are bringing the milk to the house, the vessel is empty. We went there with an empty vessel. We are expected to come with a vessel full of milk, but the vessel is empty at the doorstep of the home. We will have to little put awareness whether the vessel is having a hole, whether it can contain the milk, whether it can contain safely till it reaches home. Until this happens, the milk will not reach the house and we will not have milk at the home. So before proceeding further, let us take a very small story. Then it will be probably possible for us to understand the nitty-gritties. There was a very senior Zen master who had several disciples under him. A few of the disciples graduate themselves under this master. After their graduation, all these graduated people are sent to various directions by the great grandmaster. The great grandmaster advises them to be independent, go to various directions and establish their own ashrams, their own centers, their own schools of thought and disseminate the knowledge from that was imparted to them by the grandmaster. It happens one of the disciple goes to one particular direction about 100 kilometers away from the main ashram of his great grandmaster. He establishes a learning center. Within 1 year, he has got a good number of followers, and in the second year goes into such a situation that this disciple grandmaster has threefold more than the great grandmaster under whom he got graduated. He has become so famous. His name and fame has spread everywhere, including to the great grandmasters. The great Zen master is very happy about his disciple becoming so famous, because the great grandmaster has given so much freedom for the disciples to go and disseminate the knowledge in whichever way they wanted. He did not want them to confine to one school of thought. Whichever is the way, whichever is the manner, whichever is the system they wanted to disseminate to their next lineage, he had given absolute freedom to them. With this treasure in his hand, the disciple grandmaster was able to accumulate lineage of disciples 3 times the size of the enrollment achieved by the great grandmasters. This being the case, one day the senior great grandmaster gets a message through some of the disciples that his disciple, who has become so famous, has entered into deep meditation, deep dhyana. Since 10 days, he is sitting on a single platform, no water, no food, no liquid, nothing, is unmoved, and people are gathering around him. Having come to know his disciples' experience and his disciples' interest in taking deep dhyana, meditation, the senior Zen master proclaims, let him come out successfully after the meditation is over, after the successful conclusion of the dhyana, he will come here. We will wait and see what experience he is going to bring us. But further 10 days goes, the great Zen master only gets messages stating that his disciple is still in dhyana and is not moving. More number of audience and more number of disciples have gathered in and around him. By this way, the senior most Zen master wanted to visit his disciple out of love, out of compassion, out of knowing that some great achievement is likely to come out of his own disciple. He wanted to visit him. He takes up a journey. With a overnight journey, he reaches his disciple's ashram. He is not able to go inside, so much people are gathered. But by virtue of his being his master, he is able to enter. When he goes near the disciples of his disciple are requesting him, can we wake him up? For which the great grandmaster says, no, let him be in dhyana. This is not the right time for me to be here. I will go and visit some other ashrams of my disciples. On the way back, I will definitely visit him. Just leave a message whenever he opens his eyes. With this message, the great grandmaster leaves. After another 15 days, the great grandmaster, the Zen master, comes back after visiting 2 or 3 of his other disciples. On the way, he was astonished to see that the disciple Zen master is still on dhyana, on meditation. He goes near to him. Way is made for him to enter the ashram. The senior most Zen master enters the dhyana mandapa, goes near the disciple and looks at him. His disciple is still in dhyana, in deep meditation. Still, he is in closed eyes. Now something is pondering over the senior grandmaster. He silently comes out, asks some of the disciples to bring 2 number of bricks. Once the bricks are fetched, he goes near the Zen master, his disciple, and starts grinding one with the other. A karkar, karkar, karkar sound emanates from the stones. The junior Zen master is slightly disturbed by the sound. He assumes that slowly the sound will wane out, and several such sounds have been coming to him, which over a period of short time subsides. Assuming that the sound will not continue for a long time, he waits patiently. But there is no sign of the karkar sound coming to an end. With this sound continuing, the junior Zen master, recognizing that the sound is not likely to end, slowly utters, "Who is this? What is this nonsense going on here? Who is making this nonsense sound? Can you stop? I am in meditation. I am in deep meditation. I am not to be disturbed in this way. This is something ridiculous is happening. Stop this." For which the senior Zen master says, You stop this long meditation. Just open your eyes. Hearing the voice of his grandmaster, his guru, he is taken by a shock and opens his eyes. Oh Guru, you have come here. What made you to come here? Why you are grinding 2 stones? What is the need for grinding 2 stones? That too when I am in meditation. For which the senior master says, I am grinding these stones in order to bring shining to both the bricks. For which the junior says, how can it happen? It is nonsense. I have not heard that grinding 2 bricks will bring shining to both the bricks. I would not see both the bricks becoming shining, whereas both the bricks will become powder. For which the senior Zen master says, your meditation also will become powder. You are also doing this same nonsense. Please stop your meditation. Then explains the senior Zen master, it is not the quantity of time you are spending in meditation or dhyana. It is a quality, what you are doing. Now the senior Zen master realizes that this person has not been concentrating on his BhruMadhya, not been focusing on the third eye, not been taking his concentration to the middle of the both eyebrows as guided. But he has just been closing the eyes and is not able to get anything. This Zen master has been continuously on dhyana meditation, which made him to gather thousands and thousands of onlookers, thousands of disciples, thousands of senior, junior, middle level monks, senior tantrics, senior yogis, junior yogis, several disciples from across the several places. But he was able to gather so many people. He himself has not seen the divinity. He himself has not experienced anything. If the Margadarshi, the Guru, the torchbearer, the master himself is in that situation, where is the question of he explaining about the BhruMadhya? Where is the question of he experiencing the divinity? So this story will open up some experience in the members who are having similar failures. They feel so. It is a matter of a thin paper dividing your bad experience and good experience. Once the paper thickness of difference is removed, you will be very successful. You will see the divinity. You will experience the divinity. You will have the visualization. You will see the colors. You will speak to the divinity. Divinity will speak to you. You will hear the divinity. Divinity will hear. You will be able to speak to your parents, the departed grandparents. You will be able to speak to your generation of people, or you will be able to understand the life and lifestyle of your past generations. You, the people under whom your chain has grown, the people of different generation under which you were born, the group of dynasties under which you are born, all these things will be possible for you. Once you remove this dirt and dust which is masking your experience, just listen to the second part of it. You will definitely see the experience, what you are aiming, what you are longing, what if you are for lingering. We will stop here. In the next video, the next part, we will understand more about this hurdles what we are facing, whether we are able to remove the hurdles. Once you are able to follow the guidelines what I am giving you, simple techniques I am going to give you. Before that, I will explain what is what. With that explanation, one and all, whether you have the experience of 15 years or you have no experience of even 2 hours, will be able to come on equal platform and enjoy and experience. Till such time, all the very best. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.